Greetings, fellow 50p collectors, Coin Snatcher here. So day off today, was just going to take it easy, sit back on the armchair, have a few beers with the feet up and watch a bit of telly. But I thought, seeing as I did a little error video the other day, I might just finish that video off in a sense, because didn't by any stretch of the imagination cover all the error coins, etc. that are in the collection. So this video isn't strictly a video about error coins. I would call it errors, fakes and oddities. So we'll have a little look and see what we've got. I guess the first place to start is when I thought I might open up my own mint. So a little bit of emails backwards and forwards to China, and you're able to buy these 50p blanks. I got a couple of these 50p blanks. Unfortunately, it worked out too expensive for me to make my own 50p's, so I had to forego that idea, but not before I had a couple of samples sent over. So I had paid for these, obviously, and these were quite expensive. I'm sure these were like 20 quid each, but we had this one made, and on the back we have Britannia. Now you can see on them they're not that great really, but I was figuring if I could get them made for 20p and then go and fill up the vending machines with them, see what would happen. But yeah, so we got two blanks. I've given a couple of blanks away. I had more of those, and then we had two of these fakeries made up as well. So if you ever get a fake 50p like this, it might be one of mine. But I never put them into circulation. I had 5 of these. I think that was the minimum order for samples, and I'm pretty sure they were like 10 quid each. So I'm sure it cost me like 50 or 70 quid or something at the time to see if I could get my own Coin Snatcher currency made. As you can tell, because they've never been for sale, that didn't work out. So that was an interesting little thing that I thought I was going to do at one point. Next thing is, whenever the £1 coins first came out, the renewed £1 coin, this is 2016. So we got one of these, and the center had popped out of it, so I thought that was pretty cool. Don't genuinely know if someone puts these in a press and presses them out, but I think you'd be doing pretty good to get a press that small, be able to press out the inner piece without damaging it. And I've sort of got that wedged so it sits like that. Now, of course, having a £1 coin, you've got to have the £2 coin to go with it as well. So we got one of these £2 coins, and we can see the centerpiece on this is worn quite badly, as is the obverse side of it as well. So not even sure if this is a genuine coin or not. Let's pop it down. It may actually be a fake. There you go. You can have a good look at that and put your comments below as to whether or not you think that is a real or fake £2 coin. You can see how bad it is around the edges as well. So genuinely, it has the edge inscription, doesn't it? So standing on the shoulders of giants, of course, in reference to Sir Isaac Newton. I think that was something to do when he was asked how he managed to achieve so much, and his reply was that he had achieved so much by standing on the shoulders of giants. So rather cool coin. Is it real? Is it fake? Let's have a look at the ring here as well. So I don't know. I think it might be a real coin. I just don't think the condition of it's that great. It's knackered. Right, so that's the £1, the £2, the 50p's. Now, if we go back in time, this is one of my favourite coins. This isn't an error coin, this is just an oddity. So this is a 6p from 1922, and got a nice portrait of the King's head on it, George V. Quite worn, but when you turn it over to the obverse, it's really, the reverse, it's really, really worn. And that's what I liked about this coin. Coin like this, a lot of stories it could tell, the amount of hands it's been through. It's over 100 years old, and imagine to get that sort of wear and tear on it. Somebody's rubbed it, or thousands of people have rubbed it over the years. So it's not just the 50p coins I like. I do like all sorts of different coins, and if something is a little bit different to the norm, then there's a fair old chance I might just add it into the collection if it's not ridiculous money. And speaking of that, this is probably one of my favourite coins, with one of my favourite designs on the reverse. So this is a George III coin, minted in 1819. Still got loads of lovely detail on it, and I believe this portrait is referred to as the bull's head portrait simply because of the thickness of his neck. I mean, it looks like he's Mr. Olympian, like he's a bodybuilder. He's got this massive big thick neck, but in truth he was probably just proper fat. Pop it over to the obverse and you've got the royal coat of arms. I'm just trying to get that so we can have a little zoom in on it. And there is a little bit of wear on it, but you got the garter belt design around the four shields of the nation. Really, really nice. And of course, this is one of the sort of designs that did they copy this for a sovereign in 2017? I think they might have released a sovereign with this reverse design on it. But it's a really, really nice coin. Got some nice details on it. I don't think it's worth anything. Well, it might be worth a couple of quid. But definitely a really nice coin. 1819, so 205 years old. Pretty amazing, isn't it? That's really nice. So that's really nice coin in the collection. And then the next coin we have is this one here, which is a £2 coin. Now there's loads of £2 coins that are fakes that are knocking about. And at one point I was going to start collecting more fake coins, and then I thought, well, I better stop. So you can just about make out in the middle of it the hologram, which is badly done, I think. There we go. You can just sort of see that. But just looking at the coin overall, it doesn't seem that great. It's got a really pronounced ridge on it, edge on it. And when we flip it over to the obverse, it looks like the Queen's had her face buffed out. So pretty confident that this is indeed a fake coin. And let's have a look at the inscription on the side of it. So again, we've got the standing on the shoulders of giants inscription, and it doesn't look right. There we go. So 2015. Is it a fake? Is it worn? I still think it's a fake coin, but I can't be 100% sure. It doesn't feel right, and doesn't sound right either. So there we go. That's that coin. And then we have a really cool little novelty coin here that I picked up. There's nothing fake about this. This would be in the Oddities section of the collection. And this is a two-sided 2p coin. So we got the Prince of Wales crest on it there. Ictien to serve, and the 3 feathers. And then flip it over and it's the same. So reverse, obverse, obverse, reverse. There's a guy who makes these and sells them on eBay, and from a technical point of view, I was mightily impressed at how somebody can actually make one of these coins. So I didn't buy it as such because it was a two-sided coin. I bought it because I just thought to produce this takes quite a level of skill. You know, I would have no idea really how he's done this. I would imagine he's taken 2 coins, cut them in half effectively, and then I don't know if they've been glued together or what way it's been done. But comments on a postcard, so to speak. But I really like this coin, and if I ever meet you and we have a heads or tails competition, if I'm using a 2p coin, the chances are I'm going to win every time. So we keep this one in a little capsule as well, and I do enjoy that. Let's have a look at the next coin. So the next coin is one I showed on the video, the first video that we did, and it was the representation of the People's Act coin, which was really, really poorly struck, a weak struck with weak edges, etc., etc. And the reason I was going to show that one is because when I got this one, it was such a bad example. I thought I better get one that's a really good example. So this is a really nicely struck coin. This is a first release, and it's MS65. So mint strike 65, deep proof luster or deep proof like, depending what way you want to call that. And a really, really nice coin. It's got a shame it's got a scratch across the front of it, but a good quality strike and a really, really poor quality strike. So that's pretty cool as well. Now here's something a little bit different. So at one point I was buying these Australian coins, in particular the Kookaburra coin, and I think the crowning achievement when I was collecting those coins was having the 10-ounce silver Kookaburra coin, and that was a seriously big coin. And I remember at the time thinking I'd like a smaller 1-ounce silver Kookaburra coin to go with it, 1 ounce and 10 ounce. So we bought this, but this is a genuine fake, and it's just starting to tone now in the case as well. Right, so the next coin then we have is a strike your own coin. So if you watch my videos, you'll know I like the strike your own coins. I've got quite a collection of those coins going on, but this one is the Birmingham 2022 Commonwealth Games 50p. Now the error on this isn't on the coin, and the error on this is on the inside. So where it says celebrating the return of the Commonwealth Games, it should be to England for the first time in 20 years. They put the United Kingdom. So they didn't actually withdraw the card. They printed out new stickers and they put a new sticker on it. And then I think the second one was wrong as well, and they eventually did a second sticker, but a third pack effectively, and put it on. So you can get this as the very first one before they tweaked onto their error, and then they changed it for the subsequent. I don't know if this was just done the first couple of days or how many of these were made, but quite nice to have that, because that is the first error one. And then another error pack that we have is this one here. So this is the D-Day coin. Really, really nice coin. One of my favourite 50p's. Just a shame it wasn't released into circulation. Again, with the Royal Mint, I don't understand why they'll release 25 million of Benjamin Bunny into circulation and none of these. I would far rather that they split the mintages down and maybe did 2 million of each coin that they strike during the year. Get rid of a lot of these NIFC coins and put them into circulation, but make them lower circulation, and stop just dumping coins with mintages of 10 million or 15 or 20 million, 25 million into circulation. And that way, for the coin collectors who can't necessarily afford to be buying all these bunk packs, they'd have a good chance of maybe finding one in their change. If they produce 2 million of each 50p during a year, then, I think it would be great for the hobby, and it would probably get a lot more people into coin collecting as well. So if we open this one up, this one, nice little packaging again, but what we're looking at is over here. So it says the design for 2020. Now, of course, this is a 2021 coin, so it didn't take long for either the collectors or the Royal Mint to realise their mistake, and they redid the packaging and put the 2021 date on it. And I think they might have asked for people to send back the 2020 packs, and they'd send this one out free. But anybody who collects coins and that and get something like this, which is an error, I'm pretty sure nobody would have ever sent these back. So we had to have the error one, and then we had to have the correct one as well, hence why there's two of those in the collection as well. So that's pretty cool. And then the next coin is quite an interesting coin. So this is the Battle of Britain coin from 2015. This is a Royal Mint pack. You can always tell I say it's a Royal Mint pack. You can tell if it's a Royal Mint pack if it's come from the shop, because it would have this little hanger on it, where if you buy them generally online, or you get them posted out, because they don't need to hang them. They won't have these little tags. So this has come from the shop. Lovely coin. This is a 2015 coin, and the obverse side of it has the portrait by Ian Rank Broadley. So if we have a look, we've got one over here. Now, if we flip that over, you can see on the obverse IRB just under the Queen's neck, and then you follow the script around, turn the coin over. There's nowhere on this coin does it say that it's a 50p, and I'm pretty sure that there's some sort of a law that states that the coin has to have the value on it, either written on in letters or numbers. Whether this is a genuine error coin is open to discussion. Some people would say that the mint purposely produced it like this, and other people would say they made a mistake with it. Now, they changed the portrait halfway through the year, and Jodie Clark's portrait took over. And with Jodie Clark's portrait, then it did say 50p on it. So we've got the original bank pack there. We've got one of these date stamp ones as well, which is pretty cool. And then on the tray as well, we've got the two coins here. So we can have a look, and well, we can see this one is used. And this is the JC one, Jodie Clark. Still in good condition for a 2015 coin. If I took it out and gave it a little bit of a polish, I imagine some of that grubbiness would come off. And then we have the bank version of the coin. Now, the reason these coins all look, these IRB ones look so nice, is because the IRB ones were in sets only. So hence you got them in the pack, and you got them. You also got them, I've got to say, if we just have a little zoom in over there, those two coins just on the left-hand side, you have the IRB silver proof, and behind that you have the IRB silver proof PA4 coin. Those coins are quite rare being in the sets, and of course, because the set was re-released then during the year, there was not as many of those sets made. Right, what have we got next? So next we have, speaking of silver-proof PA4 coins, so this is the 2016, Team GB Swimming 50p. Little bit of toning on it, unfortunately, but it's not the coin that has the error this time. It's the certificate that comes with the coin. So we'll see down here, it's Certificate of Authenticity 4863. Oh, sorry, I said it was a PA4 coin. It's just a regular silver-proof coin. Number 4863, and when we open it up, there's a limited edition presentation of 4,000. So, I don't know why they've made 1,000 coins extra. I would imagine that maybe they were sold to Westminster, one of these other coin companies. Maybe they were put in 1,000 for sets. I suppose they could do that as well. But quite nice to have a error certificate that goes over and above the actual mintage of the coins. So that's, I don't know how rare that is, but I've seen them before on eBay, etc. So I think you can pick them up relatively easily. Now, another coin that we can have a look at, and I think we'll wind it up quite shortly because we're heading towards 20 minutes, is this Isle of Man coin. So this is the House of Keys coin. There was 1,750 of these, and when they were originally released, they were described as being proof coins. In the true sense of the word, and the letter here explains why they're not proof coins. They were individually struck on a proof press, but they were not struck in accordance to what a proof coin actually is. So the Isle of Man Treasury sent out a letter and basically told everybody that they were terribly sorry. There was no intention to mislead, and well, you could probably read that there if you pause it. There we go. So I got it into my head at one point I was going to buy one of these, and I bought one of these and got number 808. And then not long after that, number 818 popped up. So I bought that as well. I think I can be a bit of a dick sometimes when it comes to collecting, because it was my intention to buy 828, 838, 848 and 858, 868, 878, 888 and 898, and 9 or 10 of them. But with all this, you know, the 818, 828 type numbers. So we got 2 of them. Regularly I do check, but I've never been able to. In fact, actually I tell a lie, because one of them, I think it might have been 838, did pop up in the Facebook group, but the guy wanted stupid money for it and I wasn't prepared to pay stupid money, so that never made it into the collection. But if any of you collectors out there have 828, 838, etc., let me know. I might be interested in buying it off you. Right, let's see what else we've got. Let's do one more, and let's do one for the Isle of Man collectors. So this is the Isle of Man Viking ship collection of 50p's. Really, really nice collection of coins going all the way back to 1971. And we've got 3 trays worth there pretty much. And it goes all the way up to 1984. So quite a few coins in this collection. Now this coin, you could argue whether it's an error coin or just maybe a bit of an oddity coin. I wouldn't put money on it either way. But what is unique about this coin is, if we have a little zoom in on this coin. So this has a, now if you don't collect Isle of Man 50p's, you won't be familiar with this, so let me explain. Just down here at the front of the ship, there is a wave just at the bow of the ship. You see it here? And in that little bit of a wave is a letter D. Now that letter D on the Isle of Man 50p symbolises that the coin is silver. So this is a silver proof coin, and unlike the UK 50p's, this one has an edge inscription on it. So this says Queen Elizabeth II, Royal Visit, Isle of Man, July 1979. Now you may think that's all very straightforward, nice and easy, but these coins, when they're striking them, they're individually fed into the machine, and as a result, the writing around the edge should be the correct way up in relation to the Queen's neck. And what we can see with this coin is that the HM is upside down. If I turn it around, you might see it a bit better as well on this. The 1979 is upside down and the July is upside down. So being a member of some of the Isle of Man 50p Facebook groups, a lot of people said that these coins didn't exist, that if it did exist, it would be super, super rare, and that all these edge inscribed coins, especially the silver proof ones, the silver proof ones, the writing would be the correct way up. So when I got this one and realised the writing was upside down, I knew it was a little bit rare. So obviously, as I do, I kept it and I've popped it in the collection. But we got the same coin with the edge writing the correct way up. And then we've got this coin with the edge writing upside down. Is it an error coin? Probably not. Is it an oddity coin? Definitely. Is it rare? It's rare, okay, because in the 7-8 years I've been collecting these Isle of Man 50p's, and I check all the silver proof ones generally that come on eBay. I have not come across another one where the writing's been upside down, so it's definitely a little bit of a freak, a little bit of an oddity. So there we go. I think for now that'll probably do for the second part of the error coins. There are more error coins in the various trays that I have. In fact, here's one more just before we go. Let's have a look at this. See this? So this is a 1976 Isle of Man Viking ship 50p. And at first glance, you may just look at this and say, well, it's post-mint damage. Somebody's done something to it. But when you zoom in on this, and what we can tell under magnification is that where you have the P, it's actually melted and the P is still visible. So this planchet is have been a faulty planchet, and I reckon obviously something's gone wrong during the striking process with this coin, but definitely an error coin, really bad. But yeah, there's no way that this error could have been done post mint. It had to be done at the mint during the striking process. I've had quite a few people look at this coin, and generally everyone's in agreement. It's one of my favourite Isle of Man era coins. Right, that's 25 minutes. That's far longer than I ever expected to do on this video. So I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment below. I think we'll do the next 50p video on normal 50p's. But for this video, that's it for now. Peace and love. Coin Snatcher out.